Senator Reed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Madam Secretary. Let me begin with an issue of totally disabled veterans who have student loans. I'm pleased the department now has a data matching program for easing the process for student loan discharge for veterans who are totally and permanently disabled. We've been urging you, along with several of my colleagues, to have an automatic discharge for these individuals. One holdup was prior to the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of recent act that there was some income tax liability. That's been eliminated. So does the department plan to automatically discharge these loans, and if not, why so? Why not?
Senator, I believe that is the case, but I will be happy to clarify that for you and check with the folks that are responsible for that to assure that.
Thank you very much, Madam Secretary. Another issue that came up late last year through a Freedom of Information Act request, a CFPB report was made public, which did an analysis of those college campuses that had a financial relationship with the bank and the benefits or costs associated with that to the students. And they found out that these relationships usually result in students paying much higher fees than otherwise. And the most egregious example was Wells Fargo. Students at campuses that had an arrangement with Wells Fargo paid on average nearly $47 in fees compared to less than $12 at other campuses without these exclusive type deals. So what steps are you taking to carry out your mandate, which is to ensure that the schools act in the best financial interest of their students?
Sir, we take that responsibility seriously and are continuing to work with the servicers through this period and into the next generation framework, which will be a different construct for servicing the student loans. And
these are really not student loans. I mean, these are the relationships where the school has a contract with a bank providing debit cards to students, providing other services. In fact, insisting sometimes the student must use this debit card. And it turns out that the fees are quite a bit more steep.
Sorry, I misunderstood. Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
And actually, as part of the Next Gen initiative, we have launched a pilot program that will include a debit card for students, very clearly delineating the fact that fees cannot be added to by the banks that are providing the services, and ensuring that protection for students. So we're very keen about this issue and are aware that we need to be ensuring that students are not taken advantage of in that way.
Will you continue to ask CFPB to monitor this issue? Because
well, we're monitoring it directly with federal student aid.
Okay. Let me turn to another issue. There's been a lot of discussion of emergency, but one emergency, I believe at least, is the crumbling schools throughout the country, elementary and secondary schools. And I'm very pleased that Senator Tim Scott, my colleague from Chairman Bobby Scott, my colleague from the House of Representatives, has joined me in a Rebuild American Schools Act. To invest, we hope, $100 billion in school infrastructure. I don't think there's anyone in this committee that hasn't visited a school in their state that needs significant repairs and also updating because of the technology that is available now to teach young people, and also the savings that can be accomplished through better heating systems and better cooling systems. So I would hope you would support this effort. I think it's important, and I just get your reaction to helping out in this school infrastructure issue.
Well, I think it's an interesting proposal, a very costly one at that. And I think what I would actually advocate for is giving more students and more parents more freedom and choices to find the right fit for their child's education. I think we're going to make more progress and have more gains in student achievement if students are able to find schools and education environments that work specifically for them.
Well, that's an interesting concept, but we still have an obligation to provide public schools in every community, and many of those schools just are absolutely unsatisfactory. In fact, sometimes pose a danger to the health of the student. And the reality, too, is that choice is not infinite for some families. They have very limited because of transportation, because of many factors. But our fundamental commitment to public schools, which I hope we honor, would, I hope, encourage us to invest in their reconstruction. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.